pretty much this video is very good symbolism for this topic today, because this is very much like just raw me, and this situation is very raw too. But have you ever been so overwhelmed that your brain just feels like it's gonna explode? Well, that's me right now. So I'm meant to be doing this 7-day video challenge for the launch of my online course, Always Authentically You, which by the way is open right now. If you feel called, if you feel led, the link is in the description below. But I have been so busy today, and I've managed to keep this up, but today I've been so busy that I haven't found the time to sit down and talk about what I wanted to talk about today. So here I am. Just thought I'd grab the camera. It doesn't matter that my my usual setup isn't here. It's okay, this background, and I'm just gonna do the talk. So what I wanted to come on here and talk about today is how to be yourself. So we all, have heard the saying, just be yourself, just be you, just do you. But have you ever wondered what that even means? What does it even mean to be you? I've heard that saying so many times, and when I'm told to just be me, well, a few years ago I was just like, what does that even mean? I am me. But since obviously invoking on my own self-development journey and becoming more self-aware, I now understand what it means to be your true self and what it means to actually be you. Sirens going off in the background, lovely. Things don't always work out, guys, how you plan them to, and this is just proof that it happens to everybody. But it's okay, because you just compromise and you make the best out of your situation. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Being your true self and being your authentic self is being who you are without the facades. It's being who you are without the expectations. It's being who you are without the beliefs and, the worry of what other people think. It's being who you are at core level. It's being who you are strongly and firmly. It's being who you are, without the fluffy stuff that comes with trying to be something you're not. Being your authentic self is knowing you are not perfect but loving yourself anyway. Being your authentic self is listening to your heart and following that inner call, that inner nudge, even when it doesn't make sense. Even when you're sat on your bed and sirens are going off in the background, but your heart is just telling you to pick up the camera and do the damn video. And I think it's something that as human beings we struggle with in this day and age, and this, with society, because we are pressured to be and do all things that, people feel we should do, and then we sort of tend to lose what we actually want to do, and we tend to lose the essence of who we really are. And so we end up following these rules and regulations and doing things just to be accepted and to be liked, and so we lose that true core of ourselves, and we lose the beauty of just being ourselves. And so our authenticity is pretty much our greatest gift, because let's just face it, you're not here to be anybody else, you're here to be you. And so it doesn't make any sense to dim that down just because you don't feel like you are worthy, or just because you don't feel like you'll be accepted or liked. You're here to be you, and that's what it means to be you. It's about living by your true values and personal boundaries. It's about having them in place so that you are able to show up as your best self every single day. And this is something that I didn't have in place for many years of my life, and I was following the rules, and I was waking up every day not really happy with my life, because my life was based on what other people expected of me. My life was based on the rules and regulations of society, and deep down I was suffering, and I obviously went into a depression because I really was not happy with how my life was panning out. It felt like I wasn't in control. That's what it felt like when I wasn't being true to my inner self and my authenticity. And so I set myself free, I guess, when I decided to become more self-aware and to become more resilient to just doing what feels good for me, which also, you know, led me to working on my shadow self. I will be speaking about that in a topic tomorrow possibly, if you're interested about knowing about your shadow self. But yeah, it's, you know, it's being true to your core essence and living by that also. Like, it's one thing knowing who you are, and it's another thing living by that, and, you know, showing yourself to the world as your true authentic self, which is why I'm very passionate about my course that is launching this week, because it's all about the first processes and steps to unleashing your authentic power and your authentic self. If you haven't watched any of these videos this week so far, the course is open for enrollment at the moment. It does close at the end of this week, and it will reopen again later in the year, but for this enrollment period it's open. The link is in the description below. It's not just a course, it's a way of living and it's a way of being. It's completely changing your perspective on the world and the life that you are living. So yeah, that's what it means to be you. That's what it means to do you. And it's never too late to change, you know, how you are living your life. It's never too late. So thank you for joining this video today. Make sure you subscribe to join the tribe if you haven't yet. This is a perfect example of what imperfection can be, and also authenticity. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.